welcome back to the Maelstrom, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have another Warhammer 40k battle report for you. We are going to be playing Retrieval Mission from the 2021 chapter approved. We're going to be playing 2,000 points, Necrons versus Blood Angels. So the Necrons are going to be coming from this side of the table. They're going to be attacking into the Blood Angels, who are defending from this end. We have 6 objectives. The usual hold 1, hold 2, and hold more are valid. And then we have 3 secondary objectives. We'll be right back with the armies. The Blood Angels are going to be organized into a battalion today. Leading the battalion are going to be Astorath and a Primaris chaplain on a bike. The troops choices for the army are 2 5-man intercessor squads with no upgrades, and then a 5-man intercessor squad with bolt rifles. Moving over into elites, there's a 5-man Terminator assault squad with 2 Thunderhammer and Storm Shields and 3 with dual lightning claws. For fast attack, there are 2 assault squads. Each of them are 8 strong with 2 melta-guns and a sergeant with a power fist. The last fast attack for the Blood Angels will be an Outrider squad, 3 bikes. In heavy support, there are 2 Bell Predators with twin assault cannons and 2 heavy bolters each, and a repulsor executioner. And then for dedicated transport, there's going to be a single impulsor. For the Necrons today, we are going to be running out of the Zarakin Dynasty, and it is going to be a battalion detachment. We have an Overlord with a Staff of Light. He is going to be our Warlord, and he is running the Zarakin Warlord trait. We have a Royal Warden, and we have a Technomancer with a Canoptic Cloak. Moving over into the troops, we have 4 squads of Necron Warriors. 2 of those squads are 20 strong each with Gauss Reapers, and 2 are 10 strong with Gauss Flayers. In the elite slot, we have 1 squad of Scorpek Destroyers, which is 5 strong. They're going to have a Plasma Sight running with them. And then in fast attack, we have 9 Tomb Blades with Shield Vanes and Gauss Blasters. In heavy support, we have a Locust Destroyer squad with 4 Destroyers and a Heavy Destroyer with a Gauss Destructor. And finishing things out, we have a Ghost Ark for transport. Deployment is complete. The Necrons have went with a massed formation of warriors here in the building. That's going to be both of our big 20-man squads and then all 3 of our HQ choices. Behind that, we have the destroyer units, both of them behind the building, along with their plasma sight, and then a 10-man squad of warriors with flayers. Down here, we have the other 10-man flayer squad in a Ghost Ark and the 9 bikes on the flank. Eric, what you got?
So I set my leaders up in the center of my army to support wherever need be. I have a Primaris chaplain on a bike and a Astorath sitting there. My intercessors are holding my center home field objective, while I have tanks, Bell Predator, and Repulsor on this side, and an Impulsor and Bell Predator on this side, giving each side assault intercessors and a little bit of anti-infantry firepower, with Outriders hiding behind the crates.
And then you have Terminators and 2 squads of Assault Marines in reserve?
Correct.
All right, Necrons are deployed. They don't have any reserves. So, for first turn, Necrons. 6 for the Blood Angels and 5 for the Necrons. So, Blood Angels will have turn 1 coming up next.
General advance forward. Bell Predators converged on the center to shoot on the Necron Warriors. They did most of the work. Repulsor helped out some, intercessors helped out none. Great rolling from my Bell Predators, and poor reanimation rolls contributed to a dead squad.
Yeah, it was close. I came down to what I have, I think, 5 against the last Bell Predator.
Yeah.
And did okay against the assault cannon, but then the heavy bolters hit me 5 times and wounded me 5 times. I wasn't coming back from that. So that's 1 squad of warriors wiped. That's it for your turn, yes?
Yes.
All right, Necron, turn 1, coming up next. Necron turn 1 is up to the fight phase. The warriors moved out of this building to the side and engaged Veil of Darkness at the end of the movement phase. The destroyer squads moved up into the center, Scorpex to hold this objective, heavy destroyers, the Locust, to shoot, and then the warriors moved up to hold the back objective. On this end, we move forward with the Ghost Ark and the Tomb Blades, and then we use the Veil of Darkness to come in back here. The Gauss Crossfire there was able to bring the Bell Predator down to 7 wounds and destroy this Impulsor. One assault intercessor was destroyed in the explosion, but the Ghost Ark and the warriors inside did terrible on their shots and weren't able to do very much damage at all there. So it fell to the box to finish that tank off. Down here, we used extermination protocols coupled with my will be done. He did smoke screen, but that was not enough as the destroyers hit 11 times and did 8 wounds with their Gauss destructors. That was enough to obliterate the tank. Heavy Gauss destructor was not even needed. The tank then exploded and killed one of the intercessors, wounded the bike chaplain 3 times, the bikes twice, and the executioner once. To finish things off, these warriors launched a charge against the assault intercessors, which to my surprise they actually made, because I very rarely make charges out of deep strike, and now we are going to be working that combat. Next up was the close combat here. The warriors were able to bring down 2 Marines with disruption fields activated. The Marines killed 2 warriors, but one of those reanimated. So that is going to do it for turn 1. The Blood Angel response is next.
General advance forward, Bill Predator in the alleyway, set still. Outriders, Chaplain, and Repulsor move forward, but not before the Repulsor dumped his cargo on the objective. Astorath decided to turn back and go after the Overlord, try and knock out command protocols from that side of the table. Shooting, baited Whirling Onslaught with my Outriders at the Scorpec Destroyers, and then fired everything from my Executioner into the Locust Destroyers to bring them down. Fired my Bell Predator into the Tomb Blades, no effect, 1 damage I think. And all my Deep Strikers dropped in the backfield. One of them got a charge off on a squad of warriors, and the other is setting up to repair teleport homers in the coming turns.
All right, close combat's to work, and we will return.
So assaults come to an end. Killed a handful of warriors with my assault squad. Astorath cut through the Overlord. He tried to bring him back, but was unable to do so. And the Necron warriors cut down one of my assault intercessors.
Yeah, no luck back here. He did do me 5 wounds with his axe doing 4 damage a hit because of Mantra of Strength. I could only fail 1. I made 3 of the 5, so I was right there on the cusp. Did a command reroll, no luck there. Did reanimation protocols or enhanced reanimation, no luck, failed that too. So it wasn't meant to be. The command protocols are in the trash can like they pretty much always are after 2 turns with Necrons. That's set up, I guess, to start the next turn, correct?
Yep.
All right. Necrons have finished their turn up to the charge phase. We used the Royal Warden to get these guys out of close combat after we had healed 3 of them using the Technomancer. He also used his ability to use the Technomancer skill twice and brought back the Heavy Destroyer in this squad. The rest of the army on this flank scattered to this end along with a fallback from these warriors. We were planning on shooting the warrior up, or the Space Marine up in the middle, but ended up targeting differently. We brought Astorath down to 3 wounds, and the bikes were able to kill this Bell Predator. That opened the Heavy Destroyers here for extermination protocols. They fired on the Repulsor Executioner, brought it down to 4 wounds, and then the Relic Gauss Blaster from the Royal Warden brought it down to 2. The warriors here were able to finish the wounded Marine from combat and wound another. And now we are charging the Ghost Ark back into this Marine just to hold him for the turn. And then the Scorpec Destroyers are going into the box along with their plasma side. Necron fight phase rolls to an end. The Scorpec Destroyers, in spite of transhuman physiology, are able to just bring the Marines down. Only with the Zara can reroll because the Reap Blade did nothing on its initial swing. But we did get 1 wound through afterwards, and that was enough to finish the last bike off that would have survived. We did him 7 wounds, and he rolled 3 6s for his saves for the smaller blades, so there was 1 guy left, but the Reap Blade did manage to take him out. From there, we consolidated into combat with the Repulsor Executioner to hold it up for the turn. No damage either way there. And then down here, the Ghost Ark went down to 13 wounds and was unable to hurt the Marine. So that's going to be it for turn 2. Blood Angel response is next.
So general maneuvering, trying to get away from these Scorpecs. Assault Marines move forward to try and zap a couple of the destroyers with the melta guns. They're going to be charging into the Royal Warden and the Technomancer. My other Assault Marines in the backfield are going to be repairing teleport homers. The rest of my army is moving on to the other flank, where the majority of the Necron forces still are. And Astorath used Upon Wings of Fire to leap up into the air and come down in a later turn.
Yep. So one destroyer went down so far, and the Terminators missed a charge with a reroll once more. They did need a 9 this turn, so it was a little bit longer of a charge, but 4 failed charges in a row for them, and it's definitely not helping the Blood Angel cause at the moment. However, we got several things stuck in. Fight phase next.
So, Assaults, I managed to take out his Royal Warden and Technomancer. They consolidated into the Warriors and Destroyers to lighten how much damage is coming in the next turn. He managed to cut my Repulsor Executioner apart and brought down a couple Marines in the center combat.
Yep, so we have 2 Marines destroyed here, and then, like he said, the Repulsor there. And then down here, the Marine did do 1 more wound to the Ghost Ark. All right, Necrons, bottom of 3 is next. The Necrons are up to the charge phase. We fell back from combat here with the Warriors and with the Destroyers. The bikes moved up here, shot around the corner, and finished off the Assault Intercessors. The Warriors on this end advanced, grew their last 2 guys back with the Ghost Ark, and then fired here, killed 4.5 of the Intercessors on this objective. And then the Scorpex have moved forward. They and the Plasmacite are charging into the Chaplain. So we're going to work fights, and then we will be back. The fight phase wraps up for this turn. The Chaplain was able to hold on. We were only able to wound him 7 times. He made 5 of his 4 up invols, and then did a reroll to save another, and took 2 wounds total. He was able to bash down one of the Scorpex and wound another one in return. However, they did hold on there to hold this objective away from him. That is going to be a Necron victory at that point. The Blood Angels, we figured it up over the rest of the game. They just don't quite have enough time. If everything went absolutely perfect, it would be within a point or 2. But that would be the best they would be able to do. And if anything went wrong, a mischarge anywhere, it would put them out of it. So Eric said he's going to go ahead and tap out at that point. That will be a Necron victory.